Full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the San Francisco 49ers. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. Short boot, take it at the 21. And they'll be set up with good.
Here we go, here we go. 12, 12. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. 11, 11. Back. Hey, alert 3. Check, 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 check.
Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call. But for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Here we go.
Not a good one, let me tell you.
So after the big play, look at this. All the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
65. Check. Slam.
On 1st down, here's Breida. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. It was Jordan Evans making the play defensively.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Darquez Dennard there defensively.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
CD, you know there were quite a few Bears fans back in January saying, why didn't we hold on to that Robbie Gould guy?
Well, it's a legitimate question. 33 of 34 for San Francisco in 2018. The crazy stat of the year, he missed more extra points, 2, than he did field goals, 1, in the 2018 season.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. This is Joe Mixon, fourth in the NFL in rushing last season. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
Hands up. Lady. Hands up.
So Dalton now. Open man is Ross, complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Right there, 56. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. Seven yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Wait, AD! You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
Garoppolo on 1st down. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Well, Pettis is quickly becoming the #1 receiving option for Jimmy Garoppolo. Into last year, John Lynch said that they loved the way he closed the season, really came on late. Remember, this is a guy that they traded up to get at number 44 back in 2018 out of the University of Washington. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Garoppolo gives to Breida. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. And what they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Here we go, here we go. Wait, AD! Here we go. Switch it, come on, switch it.
Grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here we go,
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Garoppolo now. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Here we go. Wait, AD! There we go. Check.
Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Defensively, Sam Hubbard, the former Buckeye, there to stop him.
At the 13-yard line.
Here we go.
The clock running here. Under a minute to go now in the first quarter of a 3-0 game. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo. There's the first NFL catch for South Carolina's Deebo Samuel. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
Gold with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch the slack. Watch the slack. Watch the slack. Go, can.
To throw again. Dalton. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. To throw here, Dalton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Antone Exum. A great pick,